Mitch.
What up, brother? How
How
are
are
you?
you?
I'm good.
Hey,
Hey,
Oh
how's it
yeah,
going?
man. Hey, listen, I might be on cloud nine because I'm trying to be professional, but like, this is one of my favorite singers in the whole freestyle era. So if I'm quiet, I'm listening.
I love this
They,
whole background you got. Like we're in a theater. I love that.
Oh
oh, you
yeah.
like it? Thank
I
you.
had to do like a quick download. I had no idea what I was like. Do I have to download Zoom? Like, what am I doing right now? Like, I'm not great at this. So, yeah, that's freaking awesome.
No, you
All
good.
right,
As
thank
long as
you,
we can
that.
see you and hear you, you all good. Well, like Marlon
Yeah,
said, definitely a pleasure to have you on the show. My name is Lummy. That's Marlon, of course. The name of our show is Lumar TV. What we do here is we give the guest the platform. Normally when the guest comes on the show or get interviewed, it's kind of like scripted, so you know it's going to be asked of you and all that stuff. But with us, we basically just have somewhat of you an interview for someone that never knew you or didn't know you from a can of paint on the wall, and you can perhaps get a new fan or someone that's been following you can learn something about you that they didn't know.
I like
So
it.
yes,
Yeah, let's
man.
do
So
this. I'm
so that's
down.
what
yeah.
What's going on,
so
guys?
that's what it's all about. So once again, welcome to the Lumar TV show. We have the lovely Rockell on the line with us. And Rock,
Legendary.
you're that legendary. I say lovely, we put
Yeah,
that legendary in there.
and let's put it out there. Y'all know who she is. Y'all done heard the song, but y'all probably don't know of her. But this is her. So and she's for to introduce you. So yeah,
Yeah.
just give a quick intro of who are you to all our
Um,
viewers.
My name is Rockell. I am a freestyle house EDM dance singer. I came out in '96 with my first hit record of I Fell in Love. I'm most notably known for In a Dream, which was a big freestyle smash in '97. And I've been banging out hits ever since. What's going on,
Yes.
y'all?
That's right.
Yeah, there we
Damn
go.
right.
Yeah, that's right. That's
You
right.
can't use profanity on our show as well, so you're good with that if you want to. It's your world. So tell us how
Listen,
you.
my manager is like all against me putting out 30 F bombs. So,
Oh,
we rehearsed, you know.
there
He's
you
like,
go.
he goes, I would like to limit it to 29 because I'm most fluent in foul language, but I'm learning.
Yes, yes. So tell us, man. Tell us how you got started with the whole freestyle. Like, what was that about?
Oh gosh. I had no idea that I wanted to be a singer.
Hmm.
I knew that I could sing. Everybody in my family played an instrument but me, but my mom said when I opened my mouth, that was just it. I had a little rough upbringing, and I was out and about, and someone heard me singing and said, "Wow, you could really jam out. And do you want to come in and audition to be on their album at the time?" And I said, "Yeah, cool, I'm in." And I went in, and 2 weeks later, I had a production deal, and 2 weeks later, I was signed to my first major label.
Wow.
So
Yeah, man.
yeah,
That's what I'm
that it
talking about, man.
happened super quick. Yeah,
Yeah,
my
yeah,
little
yeah.
Cinderella
The wow.
story.
So let me
Yeah,
tell
and
you
that's
this.
crazy.
Go ahead,
That's
Marlon.
crazy because you got people that done worked all their life and still don't get no major deal. So for you
Yeah,
to
I didn't even I wanted to be an attorney. I got a big mouth. I'm really opinionated. Yes, but I always knew I could sing. I loved it from when I was a little girl, and my brother said I could sound like anybody when I sang, and it was a gift. I mean, it's a gift that saved my life, and I am just truly blessed till this day
Most
that I
definitely.
was given the opportunity to have this platform that I have now. So yeah, it's kind of
Most,
awesome.
most definitely. Most definitely. Tell us how, like, what was your, how were you feeling? Give us that day in the life when you were going to the studio for the first time, when you got
Ooh.
discovered. How was that?
Well, I was in the studio with Wu-Tang at the time. They were
Okay.
working out at
oh
the same
wow.
studio, and I'm a Staten Island girl from New York, so it was kind of cool, because they were from Shaolin, and and I love them. And I was 17, and young and green, and it was amazing. It was I'd never been in the position to have somebody lead me. Like I could hear somebody like Celine Dion or Mariah Carey, and I could sing like them, and so to have somebody say, all right, I need you to do this line, and sing this line 75 times till we get it right. You're sharp, you're flat, you're a little here, you're a little. So having somebody guide me through the process was absolutely incredible. Nerve wracking, you just never
Yeah.
feel like it's good enough, but having
And I
someone
was gonna,
tell
I
you
was
that
just
you
gonna
have,
say that. I know that had to be nerve wracking because you think
yeah.
you're thinking you're doing good. Like, okay, running back.
Yeah,
Like,
like
what?
that was way flat, girl. Like I'm gonna need you to bring that on
Man,
back.
what you mean? That was the best I
You know
had.
what I mean? And then having to do it like the same line, like in a dream, like 17 times because you just don't nail it. And I didn't hear it at first, but now I hear my sharps and flats before anybody. So
Right.
thank
So
you
it
for
was
that.
worth
But
it.
yeah, it definitely was. It was such a learning experience. It was nerve-wracking to have a bunch of people in the studio on the other side of the glass. And it's
Right.
and when you're in the studio, all you hear in your headphones is the music, right? So what they hear on the other side of the glass is just your vocals. So when it's flat, it's like real flat. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
everybody,
right.
it's always like that. Ooh, that no, ma'am.
So
So to see that, but it's such an amazing experience. It's still really nerve wracking till this day. I just recently went back in to do my new record, and still, I hear my sharps and flats first, so I'm just like, oh, all the time, but it's still, I could stand on a stage in front of 40,000 people and feel more
whoa.
comfortable than I would being standing behind, this glass booth. But I love it. I do.
So
I
let me
honestly do.
so listen, speaking on that same day, so you're leaving the studio, you're in the car on the way back home. What's your mindset? What's your thoughts at this point?
I sucked. Yeah, it was really crazy. I was at such a weird place in my life.
Hmm.
Um, to be able to share that with the people that were in my life at that time. I don't think anybody like really, could grasp what was happening at that
Hmm.
point, because here I am, this club kid living on the streets, and I came from this like big family, and now I'm here, and then here I am like at this booth, and now I've got a record deal and she's on tour. Like it happened so crazy fast that I think it was just really hard for anybody to really wrap their brain around it for a few years.
Right, right.
They were like, wow, she's famous, you know what I mean? Like people know me now, So yeah, it was it's still, honestly, if I look back, it's so surreal how quickly it happened, and how it changed my whole life. It brings a tear to my eye. The producer that brought me in, Junior Wilson, is no longer with us, but
Okay.
I feel like with every note that I sing, he's with me.
Rest in peace, Junior
He
Wilson.
changed my life. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah. So it's great. It's kind of crazy.
So what was the point that you knew? Listen, I'm famous. Like, did you go to the store or you were just out and about and somebody noticed you?
It's still crazily humbling to me. Like I come home, I cook, I have a kid, I have dogs, I got to clean up poop. You know what I mean? Like it really hasn't, I don't think, still to this day really hit me. It is, I don't think if I could sing, I would still be with us today. Like I was on
Uh,
such a crazy path in my life, and there has been so many things that have happened that God gave me a voice. And there was one instance when not too long after, I was doing a show in Long Island for a Sweet 16, and I was, it's this huge club, and they rented out the whole club for their daughter, and I think it was maybe 98 or 99. And we had this huge green room, right? And I'm like this goofy kid, I was like 18, 19 years old, maybe at the time, and still like not processing that this was happening. And this mother was walking across the room, and she had on, I mean, it had to be like a $30,000 gown. And
Whoa.
she looked stunningly beautiful. They rented out this club, and their daughter was 16, and, prideful moment. And she grabbed my hands with tears in her eyes, and she said, I want you to know you get me through my day. She said, I listen to your lyrics and I feel the strength in your voice, and I make sandwiches for my kids and I get them off for their day, and I make my husband lunch and send him off. But it's so hard. But I feel the strength in your lyrics and in your vocals. And I just want you to know, Rockell, you get me through my day. And now we're
uh,
both bawling. that I had this impact on this woman who, in every way that you looked at it, had everything,
Right.
great marriage, great daughter, money, beautiful gown. And she's looking at me, this kid,
Yeah.
and said that you get me through my day. You give me strength. I feel every lyric that you sing. And I think that was the most pivotal moment that I've ever felt in my whole career. That, this lowly little girl, who
Made you feel
barely is
real
making it
powerful.
through the day is just helping this woman have strength. And from that moment on, I think I really looked at how I sang and who I was really differently. So that had to be the most pivotal moment in my career ever that I remember to this day.
Awesome.
I can't go ahead, Marlon.
So now learning the studio. Now you got to go to like getting the stage presence
I
now.
belong up there. Are you kidding?
Okay.
Off the
That
rip.
was nothing. Yeah.
So that was
I
a piece of cake, man.
Yeah, it honestly, it really is. I could be going through like the shittiest day of my whole life, right? And just be outside of myself in sorrow, whether it's for a breakup or, I got into a fight with my best friend or whatever. But I hit that stage and I feel like I belong up there. Of course, it was a little nerve wracking at first, like, why am I up here? You know what I mean?
Well, I think we passed feeling that you belong. You
Yeah,
belong.
I own that stage. Like I belong up there, and I feel that now every time. It doesn't matter what I'm going through. You would never ever know once I put that mic in my hand and I grab that
Yeah.
mic and I take that stage. It's still so surreal and mind-boggling that I'm up there. People are screaming my name and singing every lyric with me, and it's just so empowering for me. It is honestly the greatest feeling. It gets me through my day, the fans still singing with me and knowing every
Yes.
song and every lyric, and knowing that I can actually like put away all the shit that's going on and I can just be something else for just 20 minutes or a half hour, however long I'm up
For
there.
just that
But
moment.
yeah, it's amazing. I love it.
So tell me, tell the audience, give us some things that you didn't like about the drastic change from that to superstardom, and some things that you did like. It
All
can,
right. Um, Not knowing where I fit in was probably the hardest thing because my first record was I Fell in Love, right? And I went to Canada and it was huge in Canada, right?
Mhm.
And everybody thought I was black. So when I went on stage and I sang, I got booed right off the bat. They were booing me. There were signs like, "We love you, Rockell, Rockell rocks." And I was this tiny little white girl and I had this big old voice and no one believed it was me, right? So, it was like boo, and I was like, "Wait, shut the music off!" Like I fell
Oh,
in love,
oh,
gave
hold
you
on, this is
my
me,
heart.
goddamn it.
Yeah, like I had to do a little acapella to like, come on, bring it home, people. Like, what do you mean? So, feeling like I belonged up there and feeling like I was given this gift and this blessing and owning it really has
So
been.
wait a minute. So you stopped the music and sung acapella. That was
I
your decision.
absolutely.
See
I
what
was
I'm
getting
saying, man? You
booed.
born for this, man. You
I was
born for
getting
this.
booed because I was this little white girl with this big old voice.
Right. So you knew hold on, wait a minute. This is me.
Yeah, like,
Let them hear
you're
me.
not gonna put me down like that. Like, everybody shut up for a minute. We put signs down for a second, but here I am, and so then it was like, yeah, and all the
Yeah.
signs went back up, and it was amazing, yeah, it was.
Right. Because
That was very fun.
anybody else would have broke down. Like, hey,
No, at that moment, I knew take a stand or get off, like own
right.
it or walk away, and I don't know what came over me, again, I feel like my voice is a blessing. So I feel like every bit of strength that I have comes from the Lord every single time I take that stage.
And
And
Marlon,
I
you
will
know.
never ever take that for granted. And at that moment, it was probably the biggest moment of my career that I needed to actually embody who I was as an artist,
Yeah, definitely. You
as a
needed that
new
moment.
artist. Like here I am, take it or leave it, but I got these pipes. I'm here for y'all, like we're going to do this together. Let's do this. And so I just said, give me your hands. Like, let's clap. Oh, man. And it was just, it wound up being so much fun. And then it was like, at the end of the night, and everybody got drunk and we had a great time.
So that moment definitely
Okay.
needed to happen. So what was some of the best, because that was just one time. Is there other things that you didn't like about the new transition? We're talking about the first month or so. Let's go into that.
Just feeling the pressure of what was expected of me. I didn't like grow up saying I wanted to be a singer. I
Mhm.
didn't go to a
Right.
million auditions.
Exactly. Right.
I didn't do all the auditions. I didn't, go to this and I wasn't defined by my failures prior to getting on stage. It was like God gave me this gift. It was like do or die, live or die at this moment. And here I am. So I really don't, I haven't had too many negative
So you
experiences.
just embraced it all. I got you.
I didn't have a
Yeah.
choice but to do so because I never understood it. Now that I've had the opportunity to speak to so many of my colleagues who are
Mhm.
like, we auditioned, like we went out and wow, like, don't you get it? And I'm like, no, don't get it. I wanted to be
I
an
can
attorney.
relate.
Like, I wanted to be a mouthpiece. You know what I mean? But I didn't understand that this was the mouthpiece that I was born to do.
Yeah.
He was
Yes.
like, you got a
Yes.
big mouth, you got big pipes, but we're going to put you in another lane. And I just I went with it. So I really haven't, just the pressure of not understanding
Right.
what I was supposed to be doing at that time and not understanding not to take it for granted. I think for a while I did. I took it for granted, the position that I was in, the platform that I had, just because I didn't get it. I never wanted it. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I didn't understand. I guess it would be like taking my first court case and, trying to defend somebody at this point. Like I was standing up on that stage in that courtroom defending myself. Like
Right.
here I am vocally, so yeah, it was just the pressure of not understanding what my job was.
And to be honest with you, when I hear stories like this, that let me know, whether you're religious or spiritual or whatever you believe in, that there is a creator for will. Because for you just
Absolutely.
wanting to be an attorney and that's still helping people, but you ended up singing, then you have someone confess your vocals and your tone and how it brings them up and how
Yes.
it feels them. I mean, you're fulfilling what you want to do, just not the theme.
Just differently, right? He was like, I'm gonna
Right.
give you a big old mouthpiece, but you're
Right.
supposed to be in a
But in
courtroom
a
with
different.
me, Yeah, absolutely. I feel so truly blessed, for having the mouth that I do, having the voice that I do. I have been through so many things. I don't honestly think that I would be here if it wasn't for the fact that I could sing. It saved my life.
Right.
It saved me. It put me in a direction that I needed to be on for the rest of my life.
So when you go
Okay.
on tour, go ahead, Marlon. My bad.
So I know with me personally, loving the freestyle era, genre, I'm always getting picked on, like, why do you like all this stuff? And I just be like, y'all,
Why?
y'all gotta
Not
understand.
from me. I love it.
It's to me, it's timeless music. Like
Yeah.
you can just play one note of a freestyle song and everybody's gonna be playing it.
That 808 beat, I'll get you every time.
Exactly. So do you feel freestyle doesn't get the respect it deserves?
Um, yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like it's generational. Not aging
Right.
myself too often. I have a lot of kids like, my grandma loves you. Oh my God, I grew up to your song, A Craze, a big EDM DJ who's internationally known right now and killing it, right?
Yes.
His story, he just did a remake with another artist for In a Dream, right? So In a Dream is my biggest record, and it has hit so many platforms, all over the world. So his story when he found this record was his dad let him hear this record when he was younger and he loved
Right.
it and it stuck with him, right? So now he's touring the world playing In a Dream. He did a remake of it and he's playing it. It is so generational. When you go
Yeah.
to different stages that we do small clubs, we do intimate clubs, I've done, bachelorette parties, I've done mitzvahs, I've done weddings, but you always see that there's always from 80 to 4 that there's kids that know this song. And
Right.
it's just, I think freestyle definitely needs, when you say freestyle, you automatically think hip hop, and you're
No,
freestyling,
no.
and it's, Latin house, it has just gravitated to so many generations that you're probably right. It doesn't get the credit that it deserves,
Right.
but it really has just, it grabs you. It grabs
Yeah.
you.
And I was first introduced to it going to Galaxy Skateway. That's a little skating rink
Oh, you're
down
a
in South Florida.
skater? What's
Yeah.
going
So
on?
Oh, we
hey,
I
skaters.
gotta
shuffles,
get that
Oh,
on
we
my
shuffles,
skaters
shuffles
now.
menu.
Yeah.
only,
Oh.
and the
Yeah, we in
freestyle
South
come on.
Florida now. Come on
Yes,
now. Hey,
4 wheels,
South Florida.
not the inline skates, the
You know what I
four
mean? I
wheel.
can't inline either. I still, we tried to go back to the skate ranch back in the day, and I'm like,
Yes. So
those
I'm
backward
talking about
skating, it's
about
couple
all that
skate.
couple skate shuffles only. Yeah, yeah. So that's when I
Yeah,
was first introduced to the freestyle world, and your song, of course. And it was a hit and still is down this way. Like the freestyle and skating like kind of goes together.
it does. I get that. I used to skate to your shit back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. So definitely that's when I was introduced. Marlon, when were you introduced to freestyle? Like, can you remember where you were when you first heard it?
Going to the skating ring with my dad, but I didn't realize I was listening to freestyle
Mm-hmm.
until like social media came out. Because it'll be like, okay,
I didn't know
I don't,
either. You're right.
yeah. I will only hear the songs if the DJ playing a mix of it. Then I'm like, wait a minute, who's on that? Who's singing that? But they'll never tell you who sings the song. I'm like, yo, well, yeah, I need to know who sings these songs. So when
And,
YouTube came out, I'm like, okay, finally, I'm able to
For
know who sings these
MySpace
songs.
action.
yeah. I
Yes,
was like,
yes,
oh
yes,
shoot, I know this
yes.
song. Oh, that's who sang
Right.
this.
That's who's singing. Yeah,
So that's what was up, man. Because they used to play it heavy, but we didn't know then. You had VH1, Video Soul, and MTV Rap.
and they
As
never
far as the
really
culture,
played it on TV.
but
That's
freestyle was in the culture.
yes.
Right.
So that's it. And breakdancing, the breakdancing too.
Like, I used to break dance.
See,
Really?
man.
Windmill. Don't let me
No,
windmill
look.
on y'all right now.
And the best thing I love when I go to a freestyle show is I'm always gonna see a artist that I never saw before because there's just so many of you guys. Yeah, you can do 20 acts one day, the next day you can do another 20 acts,
Yeah,
then another 20 acts, and you still will
there's a
have
lot
a
of
few
us.
acts that like because I think everybody at least will have 2 or 3 hits, and not just hits. I'm talking timeless hits.
Right. You said it
Right.
right there. Timeless.
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 Freestyle has
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
been a timeless genre.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Not
The
just the
genre
heat of the
itself is
moment hits.
timeless.
Yeah.
Yeah, every song in the genre is like timeless. It is. It just is. Dude, now let me ask you this. How is the community, the freestyle community? You're in the community. Are you guys all supportive of each other, or is just how everything else is?
You know what? It's when you're on, we're like, so I like 96, 97 was the first time 97, I came out with my first freestyle record. And I didn't really join the freestyle community because, In a Dream was a freestyle record, but I was still on tour doing house music.
Right.
Yeah.
What You Did to Me was house, and I Fell in Love
Yes.
was housey. And
Yes.
so I was still touring with like Sonique and, Reina and things like that. So I didn't join the freestyle family until, like 20, I don't know, 2005, 2007, around that area. But now I'm on the road with all these people for 20 years. And you're like,
Yes.
hey, what's up? How are you? Everyone's had kids. They're graduating now, and it really is a family. I don't really feel like there's been, I mean, I'm not involved in any of the bullshit drama. I mean, there's drama and
Yeah.
every with family, it winds up being your family. So
Right.
there's drama, and there's going to be jealousy. Of course, at some place this one's getting more than this one, but I never saw it that way. It's just always been a gift and a blessing for me. So everybody that I'm on tour with, Cynthia, we just did a versus competition, and
Wow.
it
I'd
was
love to
so
see
much
that.
fun. I won. It's kind of crazy.
Was it on you? Is it
You
on
want to see
YouTube?
my trophy? I'll show you.
Yeah, definitely. Go get it. Let's see that. I want to see it.
This thing is heavy, by the way, right? First, they gave me this Burger King crown, so they were calling me Burger Queen. So we're gonna let that go. So they put this on me, right? Like this, right? But look at this thing. Look at this.
Yeah, that's
thing.
nice. That's
That's
nice.
nice.
Listen to
That's
me,
nice.
right? It is heavy.
Oh,
It is, I
yeah.
mean, it has to, it's collecting some change in my car keys right now. But it is so heavy.
That's
But
solid,
it
man.
was so much fun. It was like she did a song, I did a song, she did a song, and it was like we hugged and we laughed and we giggled through the whole thing. It was never, no malicious competition at all. It was just
Yeah,
such a good
yeah,
time,
that's
Just
and
good
that and
promotion and
that's
marketing.
Yeah,
that
and
is
I
like
mean,
my
it's so much fun, and
yeah.
then this one goes on first. There's concerts that we do constantly together, and there's like 10 or 12 of us, and it's like let's go, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
hype
Judy
each other up.
Torres, and she's like Mama Bear, Judy Torres. She's the best. I
Yes.
used to get so incredibly nervous, and she would pray with me before every show. I'd be like, I need you right now. Just put your hands on me. Let's pray together. And you have this camaraderie with them. Suave is a really dear friend of mine. Coro is a good friend of mine. George Lamond, they're like my big brothers. TKA, they're like,
Oh
come
yeah,
on, you
that's
can
my
do
group right
this,
there. Yeah,
but
they're my guy. Yeah.
it becomes your family when you see them so often. They're really, in my experience with them, and I know there is, drama with everybody, your
Body,
friends, your
yes.
family, whether we're singers or not, there's always some kind of yah going on. But I'm lucky to say that I really haven't been involved in too much of that.
Good.
They've been my family, and it's been really great experience being on the road with all of them, being the younger and coming in. Like I came out in late 90s, they were
Mhm,
all out like in the 80s,
mhm.
so they've really took me under their wing and just made me feel like I am a part of, and they got me when I'm not okay, so it's nice, it's
That's
great.
real good. And that's the
Yeah,
reason why I wanted to ask you that, because of course, there are so many communities and different, cultures and all that stuff there. So just for the viewer, like I said, somebody that doesn't know, okay, they can understand that. All right, yeah, it's just like any other place. They have their ups and downs, but they get over it like family.
yeah.
And that's basically it. Not to come in a negative point, but that was just a
Do
positive
you
point
want
of
me to
view.
wear my crown some
There
more? I
you,
mean,
yeah, go
I'll
ahead,
rock
Go
the
ahead.
hell out
Hey, man, listen, you work hard for it. Throw that baby
You know
on.
what? And make sure have that fun because like I'm planning on being at that when you come down for Hard Rock because I've never seen you come.
I'm gonna get down. Are you ready? You never seen me
Hard
live?
Rock Hollywood, yes.
Let's go. Yeah, I'm a boogie.
You're gonna be there, right?
Yeah, I'm a boogie.
Yes,
It's
yeah, that's
exciting.
right.
November
Yeah. So
17th,
yeah,
I
gotta
think.
yeah.
November
And
17th is Hard Rock in Florida. So yeah,
freestyle
let's
free
That's
for
go.
all, yes.
that's what we
Yeah, and
are.
we gotta meet up. We gotta meet up.
Absolutely. I want to come in a day or two before just to catch some sunshine,
Definitely.
because
We will.
like mid-November, we're like catching snow up here.
It
So,
should be
And,
probably 80
and
degrees.
yeah, and I'm gonna throw this out. Like, so when you perform, can we try? I can't sing a note, but I can
we
definitely do
going
some
with this.
stage
He said, I
presence.
can't sing a note, but where we going? Where we going with
You
this?
could do it,
I can
Marlon.
make
Come
up
on,
for the
Marlon. You
stage
got it.
presence.
What
Let's
you
see what
got,
you got,
Marlon?
Marlon.
Can we like audition how we're about this down? Can we practice or something?
No.
Let's see what you got, Marlon.
Come on, Marlon. Look at him. He can't stop laughing.
Yeah. See, is he doing all that giggling? He's trying to hide it from us,
He
Rockell. He asked,
is,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Yeah. You
Blushing
know
and
it's
shit.
easy to sing it when you're singing to yourself. You sound good.
Everybody sounds good in the shower, baby.
Yeah,
Yes,
Everybody.
there you
sir.
go. All right. So real quick, we got 5 minutes because we enjoying this, but we don't want to get it cut off. So this is my top 5 session, and just real quick, is there like 5 songs that you've heard that you said to yourself, "Damn, why didn't I come up with this song?"
Oh, that's a good question.
Ah, 5? Gosh,
Yes.
that's asking
Yes.
a lot.
Yeah, that is.
Ellen,
Okay.
does it have to be freestyle?
No.
Well, now
Huh,
we're good. Out of the freestyle, now we're good. 5 is good.
I don't know, man. Listen, I love me some Christina Aguilera because that girl
Okay.
can blow. She can
Yeah, she
sing,
can.
right?
Strong pipes.
So
Right.
any one of her records, right? All I Want for Christmas, of course, by Mariah, because that's the jam, right? That is timeless
Yes.
forever. Everybody's gonna be singing that song. All I want, yeah. So any Whitney record, yeah. I
Okay.
don't know. Oh, do you I love joyful, joyful, Lord, we adore thee.
I like that, and you sound
I
good
love
singing.
that
And you
song.
sound
It's
this,
my
yeah, yeah, it is.
favorite.
Yeah,
It just kind
yeah.
of lifts me up all over the place. Yeah, I don't have like 5 top favorites. I can just artists that I really enjoy singing to and singing with, and Ariana's doing her thing right now with her big
Yeah.
pipes, and Olivia Rodrigo. First of all, I'm loving Vampire. I feel like it's the only song I play right now. I don't know if you guys ever listened to the lyrics, but
I'll check it out now that you brought it
yeah,
up.
you have
Yeah, you didn't
to.
recommend
And she writes her own stuff, which is so thrilling. Like, and so you listen to the lyrics, and I'm in the car, and I'm like, oh, yeah, every guy I ever dated. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. So, yeah, Vampire is one of my jams right now. I honestly think I play it. That's the only song I play in the car right now. I got to open up the sunroof, and I got to roll the windows down. Everyone's got to hear me try and hit these notes because they're high. Yeah. But yeah, I love Christina. I'm just everything from Burlesque, yeah, if I could have written and done, yeah, absolutely. But just artists as a whole, like, I love a good female powerhouse. Lady Gaga, she's got some pipes on her. So yeah, I love a female powerhouse vocalist. When you're a singer, I expect you to be able to sing.
That's right.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Don't play with the vocals. Let me hear the
you know what I mean? Let
the
me hear you
organically.
saying something.
Right,
You can
right.
sing, you
Now,
sang,
speaking
you
of
know?
that,
Give me,
are
give me
you into
acapello.
Christmas?
Give me acapello.
Are you
Yeah.
into
That
are
sounds
you into
like it.
Christmas?
Honestly, I mean, I love a good, chestnuts roasting on an
Because I was
open.
gonna tell you, are you gonna perhaps think about doing like a Christmas cover album?
I have I thought about it. It's definitely something now that you mentioned it,
Yeah,
because we're like in October, that I probably should like bring to my manager.
yeah, definitely.
I love to sing them, Johnny Mathis Christmas was my favorite when I
Why
was a
not
little
for a little
growing
promo?
up.
Just
And
a little cover
Yes,
promo.
yeah,
Why
yes.
you
not?
know what? I might
You
think
can do it.
about
You
it.
can do it. You can
Would
do
y'all
it.
listen to Rockell Christmas album?
Yeah,
Yes, yes.
definitely.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. We'll promote the hell out of it.
Yeah, I'm telling
Oh,
you.
all right. Well, you know what? I'll have to think about it. I will let you know if it's going to happen when I see you in November. How about that?
Yeah,
That'll
yes,
work.
yes. That's what's
That'll
up.
work.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, Rockell, listen, it's been an honor to have you on our show. I know you're really busy, so just
Right.
for you being able to take out the time to get on the show with us, it's been a blessing for that. So,
Oh, stop it.
should
I really appreciate y'all wanting to hear my big mouth.
listen, we all have big
Listen,
mouths.
listen. It was big knowledge. It was big,
Yes,
yeah, big knowledge.
Nice.
That's how we look at it. Yeah, like
and
and then it's like we pride ourselves with keeping in contact with all
I guess
our
definitely.
guests. It's not like you gonna talk to us one time and that's it. No, we a couple months later, yeah, we gonna say, hey, Rockell, what's
I
going
would
on?
love for y'all to call me back. I have a new record out right now.
Yeah,
It's
let's
Yes, you
do
do.
it.
Yes, you do.
The
Yes, you do.
Supremes, You Keep Me Hanging On. The Kim Wilde did it. I kind of did my own version of it this time. We have the remixes coming out in the next week. And it has been, it's a record that I hold near and dear to my heart. The lyrics of it are just ringing so true to a position that I'm in my life right now. So it's out now. The remixes will be out soon. You Keep Me Hanging On. Definitely check it out. And we're starting the Set Me Free tour all across the country right now with Entourage Productions. My manager has been a godsend, and setting everything up and handling all of this crazy. But yeah, it's amazing, and definitely keep in touch with me, and I would love to do this again with you guys. It was great.
Rockell,
Yes.
also get if you can't have your manager send Marlon the info that he would like to be in it, or she. I don't know. I don't know if your manager.
And Paul.
Yeah, okay.
Paul.
If whatever he would like to have in the description, like everything you just named, it's going to be in the video. But I want to put it in wording too in the description so people can see on the video. I uploaded it. It'll take me. It'll be up.
And don't forget, I got some Rockell gear. I got some hats. I got
all
some
of that stuff. So you got a website, right?
Yeah, we got some Rockell merch, which is weird, right? Have you ever had your face on a shirt?
I need a shirt. I need a shirt.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll have them send them out to y'all.
So it seems like we'll be cut off, but before we cut off, you did a video resume. Somebody that didn't know you or never seen you before, you basically gave them a rundown. If they wanted to get in your lane and do what you do, they'll know how to do it and know you may have some challenges, but you can overcome, and it's possible to go right away and not have to wait 2 or 3 years. So thank you for your time. If we get cut off,
thank you.
Thanks,
you've been a great guest, and we'll have everything in the description.